Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me. He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant. The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful wound. A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there. Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die. A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look. This shard of wood is quite new. The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance. This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens. Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And, well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
Your story?
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Were the 2 shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment. Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with the gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming into Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street, prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
Mr. Holmes, whatever brings you here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade. So this is the gun that Leighton was holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon. It seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder. Two out of the 6 shells have been fired. There were 2 shots. A cheap watch, bought with his own money, no doubt. These cigarettes are filled with cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting. Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good evening, Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Shut up.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
伤疤。嗯。
Good. Tell me your account of what happened.
I left my work and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw two men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand, though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.
Interesting. Pray, continue.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds. But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man.
啊？
现在今天上班了。
没有吧？他今天上
Layton,
班。
are you able to describe the person whom you saw
Yes, I had
standing
my
in
mix.
Half Moon Street?
出现。
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark. And he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No. But perhaps... It's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away.
来把最后一个案子解完。
Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or
哦，
surprising me
你要
seeing
看
them.
福尔摩斯哦。
我正在玩啊。
Layton,
不要
I
看，
confess
你有
I
看
am
吗？
puzzled.
有啊。
Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit of a probable killer?
I know.
Killer.
I keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was
我
armed.
觉得好像
You were
连网
willing
络
to
都有
risk your
点慢。
life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted revenge.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized
这个不是
one
解
of the
过了吗？
victims, Brian
哇半月
Vacotti.
街，我们上次就
You
是解
knew
到这
that
边就停
gentleman
了。
well, did you not?
哦，我想说那个脸上有疤痕，怎么觉得好像有点眼
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your
反
hand.
正就是那个
I
那个乞
observed
丐要
exactly
请
the
他去吃
same
饭，然后就他后来
upon
说他
Mr.
哥哥被逮
Vacotti.
捕了。
You came to know him from your sharing a past
啊，他们现在就
prison
是去看
sentence.
啊，然
Am
后就
I
是看到
correct,
两具
Mr.
尸体，
Chapman?
然后这个男的被抓到，就是
You're
那
right,
个
Mr.
那个
Holmes.
乞丐的哥哥。然后现在就在看这个事件到底是怎么样啊？
Would you tell me a little about
Well,
this,
刚开始而已。
Cotty?
对，刚开始而已，现在所
We
有
were
市政都
convicted for a
都
robbery.
指向这个男生，
Once in prison, both of us joined one of
所以
these
他先去被逮
fraternities.
捕了，然后警方也结案了。但是
During that year, we tried to help each other
来
out,
看
you
一
know?
下是不是有隐情
Now,。you were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we were. We'd only stolen a pound of meat.
嗨，
After we were released and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
目前里面有一个非常
And
有钱，
the Cotty?
He had a hard time.
就是其中一个
His
目击
sister
证
had died in
人，
a
他说
Whitechapel
他听到
dispensary
枪
while he was
声
in，prison.
但是另外两个目击证人都说那时候
Our
边
paths
那个
split.
烟火很大声，都没有听到枪声。
So you lost him.
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon, young man.
这个人一定是有问题的啦，所以我们下去看看那个人是怎么样。
我们会很快见到你的年轻，他年轻人一点都不年轻，叫年轻人。
他应该才20几岁吧，我觉得。你都听到2只声兵。总共有2把枪，一把是那个犯人拿的，然后另外一把是那个受害人拿的。
你在 YouTube 拍啊？
Yeah. Here. 哎，有吗？我有贴吗？好像没有。哎，怎么贴不出来？有鬼啊！没有看到我破网址吗？
有，
我真看不到哎，太神奇了。
有看到，变成你贴不出来。
他跳不回来。
太神奇啦！老熟人。
我是之前完全没看到，换成你啦！
之前帮妈破解了好多小游戏。
能够听的。哎，不对，对，暴力行为可处于。我们要去搜查那个讲话有点怪怪的人。
双重谋杀。
雷顿是唯一在看到进入半月组。
我昨天看那个阿姨看到5点多，
好废啊！
觉得看到中间有点不太喜欢男主角。
我就感觉他负面情绪很强大哦。我们要去调查这个特纳先生，因为感觉他说谎啦。
说谎啦！
对呀，全部人都说听不到枪声，就你听得到，你是怎样顺风耳是不是？
搞不好他是真的，其他人都说谎啊。
不是啊，一个是警察，一个是路边的那个花贩，这2个我觉得说谎的几率比较小啊。
看这个是什么？
这个是在那个犯案现场隔壁的那个房子住的人。哎，突然进入事件，吓一跳。
哎，他刚刚什么？
What's up with you, lad? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
Your
The one that you
brother?
caught, beat up and imprisoned.
换的。
The murderer.
What's wrong, kid?
He ain't
What are
killed
you
no
waiting
one,
for?
copper.
Watch your mouth,
YouTube
lad,
的颜
else
色
you'll be
好像没有
joining that
很久。
worthless
对
brother
啊
of
，YouTube 颜
yours.
值好像比较短一点。
对啊，因为特区的颜值好像比较长一点。
你看这边就是个警察，他当时站在这个街口这个地方，他站这个角落这边，然后他就看到有人跑，就看到那个他们抓那个嫌疑犯跑进去，然后呢，另外一个证人是这个在房子的这个男的，然后可是那个警察说他看这个楼上窗户是暗的，没有人， 但是这个男的说他在那边，他在窗户的时候他在窗户那边看到的，所以这个人绝对有。
这个还
莱恩呐、什么的。
Mr. Turner,
这个特
you
纳
have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime.
纳
Is
特
that
特纳
correct?，
傻傻
Yes,
分不
Mr.
清
Holmes.
楚。
I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
Dead bodies. Are you sure? 是这个。
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow
为什么他要
stated
特地
that he
说？
did
如果
not
他
see
说他真
anyone
的
at the
是
window
说
when he
谎，
was running through
那为什
Half
么
Moon Street.
他
Well,
他要
I
特地
think
说谎？
Constable Marrow
所以就是他有
and
可能
me,
是
we might
知
have
道
been
其他事情，
distracted by the whistles
或
and
者是
shouts
他
coming
是
from
嫌疑犯
Whitechapel.
之一啊。
We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a
你
stressful
说他
moment,
杀
to
完
tell
了
you the
人
truth,
之后
sir.
跑回家这样？
Allow me to
有可能
form my
啊。
own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
Follow me 啊，这 follow me 竟然 follow me。
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly.
壁炉，该不会有木头吧？
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over
瘸
an
腿
hour ago.
火焰、灰烬、被烧的纸。哦，有张纸。
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here.
哇，好
这是什么
酷哦！这个
阴阳眼是吗？
他真是铁砂掌哎，再去火里拿东西。
These words are illegible. The papers were thrown into the fire just
人
a
家
short
都有
while
阴阳眼的，
ago.
铁砂掌算什么？
也是哦。他不只有阴阳眼，他还有脑补能力，超强的。他不是会自己脑补那个当现场那个情况。
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
他好像是从这往下
好
看。
来吃月，
好肥哦，月饼。
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
拐杖，断掉了拐杖。我们刚刚在路上有找到一个断掉的木头。啊
A，perfect
抓
match.
到啦！
So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became
就是
stuck
他。
between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
这个木头是
你
在
发现场抓到那个木头吗？
不是就是在那个两个人是在其中一个人尸体底下的那个石头间有看到一个碎掉的木块。
肢体底下哦。
尸体旁边那个就是它是那个鹅卵石地，然后有那个间隙，有那个细缝啊。
This kitchen knife is quite sharp.
哎呀，这月饼包的是这是什么？
哦，我要开启我阴阳眼了。餐桌、
这
碎屑、碎纸。
桂圆口味的也太恶了。
哦，这有东西。
There are
会员
pieces
口阅
of
是什么
shredded
东西？
paper scattered over the table.
听起来好恶哦。
This kitchen knife was used to cut
龙
the
眼干
paper.
的那个口味啊。
哦，又是阴阳眼，你怎么都要从这边？
右上角会写说，
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
右上角会写说可以开阴阳眼，
是啊，
开窗。
菜刀用来切字也
That's
太
the
怪
view
了吧。
Mr. Turner
他会不会是
had
跟
from
其
the
中一个
window.
死掉的人有关系？还有交东西
The
给
dead
他这样？
body of Kenneth Butler.
有可能。
Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime
就
scene.
像我们前
He
几
saw
天
the
玩的
bodies
那个狼
clearly,
人，
and Leighton Chapman
狼人要一直
standing
说
over
谎
them.
觉得好累哦。
哎，又可以来幻想了，快点脑补阵发动。
居然哦，
北克特
靠近尸体，拿起某些东西，打断。靠近尸体。
这样点一下就可以脑补喽。
哦，这边还有。靠近尸体，拿起某些东西，
哇！
然后。哦，不对，烦了，只先起床， 起床，拿起手杖，
哇，怎么用的？好酷啊！
然后打开窗户，下去拿东西。按错，哎，按错。靠近尸体，回来，放置断掉的拐杖，用力材质，把东西扔进火里。
放置断掉轨道是最后吧？
没有吧？他回来应该先放拐杖吧？
哦，是要回来哦。
啊，观察一下，观察一下我们放置的情况。起床，对，他起床就拿着拐杖了。走走，快进，走太慢了。打开窗户，看到下面的情况。走，下去楼下。脑补阵发动。
他会演一次给你看。
就是你设定完，他演一次给你看啊。靠近尸体，拿起东西。
慢哦。
那如果错的话怎么办？
就会怪怪的。哦，你看这时候
他就会停下来吧。错的话，
拐杖断掉了，再回来，把拐杖放好，然后在书架上拿了一个东西。
为什么？
那到桌上，拿刀把它裁掉，然后把它丢去烧掉。正确解答。
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object.
他是故意把拐杖弄断的，
不是
这样子吗？
他不是故意，他是蹲下去拿东西的时候，那个拐杖插在那个细缝里面，然后断掉。阴阳眼书籍，油纸印。
他应该是去拿。
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look. Well now, what a find! A precious jewel concealed inside a book. A bracelet with unique ram's head design, a distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
哇，你这个小偷！
哇！
他这样拿不会被他揍吗？
那两个都死掉了啊。
不是啊，说在那个人的家这样子发现不会被那个吗？
对啊，
而且那个人是军人呢。
而且他就坐在旁边哎。
跟你讲，福姆斯就是 RPG 主角哈，小偷啊，进去人家房子里面打碎罐子，就是这样子。
他在隔壁间呢。
走到窗边
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
你就瘸腿的，
I
如果说你快
highly
速移
doubt
动。
that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone.
虽然不晓依情况需要，还是
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But
所以
it
这
did
个
seem
人
to
应
me
该
that
不是凶
everything
手，
happened
他
so
只是拿了
quickly.
东西。
Time can pull tricks on you.
我觉得，他可能是偷了这些东西，所以。
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
譬如说什么
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
嘿，这个珠宝。
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window.
照顺
But
序
you
点
also
下来就
noticed a
对了。
glittering object on the ground. This precious jewel.
This
You walked down and took the bracelet from the body.
哦，原来它有这么大一个，我应该以为
When
它
you
是
heard
很
the
小的。
whistles,
手
you
镯啊，它
hurried
是手
away.
镯。
That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window, as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious
凶
jewel
手另有其
inside a
人，到
book.
底是谁？
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money.
好，等下
I
这里要
was
暂停了。
desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
I
You made a
swear.
mistake by lying to me.
你要去吃饭了。
But
Yeah.
you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return
哇，
this
父
bracelet
子真的
to
是
its rightful
良心
owner.
哎，这个还不检举一番。好，录暂停一波。